experience. It's the teacher of all things. Its lessons propel you forward to overcome obstacles and learn how far you can go. It's what makes you, you. And it's at the heart of every Macquarie University degree. It means you can combine virtual and on-campus learning and personalise your degree. With courses co-created by industry leaders and degrees with inbuilt internships, you learn directly from those with experience. When you're powered by our collective, you get the experience you need to get ahead. You become more than just you. You become you to the power of us. Macquarie University.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the graduation ceremony. My name is Trish, and I'm from the graduations team, and we are so excited to see you all here today to celebrate our graduates. Before the official ceremony begins, I will be discussing some housekeeping matters. Graduates, I will also explain to you what to expect when you're backstage and on stage. To start, in terms of housekeeping, please ensure your mobile phones are switched off or turned to silent. In case of emergencies, all the side doors can be pushed open. They lead onto the foyer and the paved area. If necessary, make your way to the grassed area. Cheering is permitted as graduates walk across the stage. In terms of photos, it is permissible to take photos during the ceremony, but please do it discreetly. Do not stand up and block someone's view, and definitely no walking down the aisles to take photos. There will be a professional photographer standing at the top of the main aisle red carpet, and they will take an individual photo of each graduate with the presiding officer. The ceremony will also be live streamed on the university's website, and a high-definition recording of the stream will be available for purchase after the ceremony. In terms of other memorabilia available for purchase, you can order plaques, degree framing, photography, and other items. Please feel free to visit our vendors outside the hall if you have any further inquiries. During the ceremony, the side door in the far corner will remain open so that children can take a break and go out for a run around if needed. And finally, the bathroom is available outside of the grad hall near the cloakroom on that side. Okay, graduates, I now just want to spend a couple of minutes to give you a quick overview of your participation in the ceremony. Firstly, congratulations on making it this far. You've all worked hard, relax, and enjoy the occasion. Now, in terms of your seating ticket, the number on the ticket should correspond with the number of the seat that you are sitting on. If you're not in the right seat, now is the time to change. At the start of the ceremony, there will be an announcement and you will be asked to stand for the academic procession, followed by the national anthem. During the national anthem, please remove your trencher, unless it's pinned on. Once the anthem is done, you're welcome to pop your trencher back on your head. Just make sure the tassel is hanging on the left-hand side at the front. If it's a bit messy, that's all right. We do have staff backstage to fix up your gown and fix up your trencher before you go on so that you're picture perfect and ready to go. There will also be an address where you will be asked to stand for the conferring of your awards. This is the most important part of today's ceremony as you change from graduands to graduates. Then you will be led backstage. So the column of people at the end of your rows furthest to me, you guys will be the leaders of your row, okay? And we will be pulling you one row at a time from the back to the front. Don't worry, we have our amazing alumni volunteers and staff to direct you, but just keep an eye out for that. You will not be returning to the same seat after the presentation, so please, everyone, please do take all your belongings with you. If you go back and it's a different seat, don't worry, that's fine. Okay, I'll just take a couple of steps back and to show you, run you through what will be happening on stage. So, to start, you will be going around that side of the hall and you'll be ending out at this entry here. There will be a graduation staff member here to give you final instructions, so don't worry. When we say go, you walk up to here. There is an X here. There is a person here, they're called the presenting officer. They will say your name. When they do that, you will tip your trencher towards the presenting officer. So how you do that is just right hand, if everyone wants to practice with me, right hand touch the top of your trencher. It's a bit higher than you think. I saw a few missed grabs, that's a common one. So practice, and then we tip towards the presenting officer. Amazing, you guys have got it. Once the tip is done, walk to the center of the stage. No need to rush, just a leisurely walk, okay? And then another X here. In terms of how to hold your document, you'll all likely have your phones with you. If you have pockets, pop them into your pockets. Otherwise, just in your left hand here, documents in front so that everything's nice and tidy. Okay, and documents nice and square against your body, just like this, so that everyone can see and the photographer can take a photo. So we're walking up to here, there's an X here. This is our presiding officer. Shake, 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 and turn. Photo, click, and then we keep going, all right? Just turn is good because then we can see everything square. Tip, don't go down the stairs, okay? You'll collide with our photographer. Imagine they're there right now. Just keep walking, okay? So we'll keep walking, keep walking. There will be another person here. They're called our registrar. Just acknowledge them when you walk past, either a proper tip or a nod, that's fine. And we keep going, okay? Another tip, don't jump off the stage that way. You'll notice some barriers. They're there for a reason. Just go around the corner, okay? And then you'll be led down some ramps and then back to your seat. So that's the run through of the stage bit. Towards the end, what will happen is the academic procession. So academics that are on the stage, they will exit the hall first. Graduates, you will then follow. So we will be pulling you 2 rows at a time this time. So everyone on this column, okay, you guys are the leaders of your row, will tell you when to go as well. So everyone will follow out. Everyone else, so guests, once the graduates leave the hall, then you are welcome to exit as well. You may wish to go to the cloakroom first to pick up belongings, just so nothing's left behind. When we leave the hall, everyone please continue to follow the academic procession all the way around, because at the end of the long path, there will be refreshments and food available for you all to enjoy. Another final tip as well on stage. So this is a formal event. We hope that you guys can respect that. No selfies on stage, please. Thank you. You all have plenty of opportunities to take photos outside. If you guys do decide to post on social media, please remember to hashtag MQGrads. But please, no selfies on this stage. In terms of ceremony length, it will be 90 minutes. And then, once again, procession will go out first, graduates, and then guests can exit. And that is all from me. Graduates, congratulations on your special day. Good luck, and thanks everyone for listening. Thank you.
When you graduate from Macquarie University, you become part of our alumni community. A vast connected network that spans the globe, with thought leadership and networking events locally and around the world, where you can connect with other alumni, find a future employer or employee. Also, as part of the alumni community, you have access to a wide range of benefits, including special discounts, free access to the library for life, an alumni e-magazine, special events, networks, and career and professional development opportunities. We celebrate and champion our graduate stories and achievements, so stay connected and stay informed. That's you to the power of us. Stay connected by letting us know where your journey takes you. Simply update your details at mq.edu.au/alumni.
Good afternoon again. In a moment, the academic procession will enter the graduation hall. Once they reach the dais, Advance Australia Fair will play, and we invite you to join in singing the national anthem. Please stand for the academic procession.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our hope is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains it let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduates, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional acknowledgement of country.
Thank you. Warami Miriga. Hello friends, and Nalawa, welcome. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people by acknowledging that we do indeed meet at Wallamata, the place of the snapper fish and the ancestral homelands of the Wallamedigal clan. I'd like to also thank the university for the invitation to come and do this with you. The acknowledgement of country, I believe, are actually one of the high points and features of contemporary Australia. I think it shows a maturity as a nation to be able to acknowledge the belonging that Aboriginal people have always had to the country they're born into. And I think it also shows us as a people that, or as a nation, that values the pursuit of justice and respectful behaviour. So thank you for having us here. My family, in fact, descend from a gentleman called Yarramundi, who was a cleverman of the neighbouring Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured by learning more about it, and so he enrolled his daughter, Bulungai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and eventually secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, seeking refuge during the brutal displacement of Aboriginal people throughout the 1800s, and the place became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now, that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelter from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, no homelessness, no rents or mortgages. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. And yet we had our law. But people cooperated then to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shed out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they've done here in Wallamata for the past 30,000 years. So please consider this is not a dream or an ideal yet to be achieved. This is normal life for us, and for the longest time, and not that long ago either. So there's no really good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and we've just got to get even more clever. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things in your life. Life is good, we're naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us during these challenging times, but keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident that we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you. Have a wonderful day and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, I'm pleased to introduce Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Louise Mason.
Thank you, Chris, for that warm acknowledgement of country. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, all our graduands. It is my great pleasure to welcome you here to this graduation ceremony. It is our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. I can hear and see that we have a number of small children and babies here. Please don't take them outside if they want to run around or cry. I've been joined up here before by some small children, and that's perfectly okay. They are our students of tomorrow, and we certainly hope they're Macquarie University students of tomorrow. Today is a milestone day. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you've made many sacrifices along the way. You've worked very hard to get to this point, and you should feel very proud of what you've accomplished. We, as a university, are just as proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you today. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduands here with us as invited guests. The fact that you have been invited to share in one of the greatest days of your graduand's life is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating today with us. Our graduands may not realise it, but you're about to participate in one of the oldest of Europe's social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say 1500 AD, and look to see what social institutions were around and are still around today, you'd find only about 60, including the Roman Catholic Church, the parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All the rest are universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns just like the ones you're wearing and participating in ceremonies just like this one. And since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged. It's a defining feature in the life of every university and its students. We all realise that Macquarie is not one of those ancient universities, and we're only 60 years old. And though we're among the youngest universities in the world, we're very proud to take part in this time-honoured ceremony today. We all know that youth has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, research engagement and impact. We're continually progressing by extending our research, partnerships, course offerings and facilities. And we have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. It's a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst much change in the sector, as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to evolve and unfold. No doubt you'll witness some of that building when you arrived here today. We also have more than 234,000 graduates living in over 150 countries. It's very clear we're looking forward and we're on the move, and so are each of you. Some of the things we all value so much about Macquarie, however, will not change. When I was a student here and during my time on council, a defining feature of Macquarie was and remains the friendliness and inclusiveness of our staff and students. This is inherent to our culture and will always be so. And remember, you will always be welcome. Macquarie University will always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, where we share things in common and where we care about each other, even when our points of view on some things may diverge. In other words, we're an ideal community of scholars. Distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this great day. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But before that, it's now my pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Dr. Kylie Moore-Gilbert. Dr. Moore-Gilbert is an Australian political scientist specialising in the Middle East. In 2018, she was wrongfully detained during a visit to Iran, where she had been invited to attend an academic conference. Kylie ultimately served more than 2 years of a 10-year prison sentence before being freed in a prisoner swap deal negotiated by the Australian government. Kylie is the author of the best-selling 2022 memoir, The Uncaged Sky, My 804 Days in an Iranian Prison. She is currently based in Macquarie's Department of Security Studies and Criminology, where she is researching hostage diplomacy and wrongful detention policy. In 2023, Kylie founded the not-for-profit advocacy group, the Australian Arbitrary and Wrongful Detention Alliance. AWADA provides a support network to the families of current cases and campaigns for reforms to government policies in this space. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kylie Moore-Gilbert.
Hi Hi everyone, it's so amazing to be here with you today. I'd like to start by acknowledging the presiding officer, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, and of course you, our graduates, who've worked so hard, and some of you've devoted years of your life to reach this point, and to your family and friends who've come along with you today to celebrate this enormous achievement. Well done, congratulations. In preparing for this, I watched the speeches of previous distinguished alumni and others who'd been invited to give the occasional address at past graduation ceremonies. They all had inspirational, uplifting stories of personal and career success, many of which were a direct consequence of all they had learnt during their time at Macquarie. As we heard in the intro, the path I charted since my own graduation could not be further removed from that. Who am I to be standing here before you today, inspiring you to go forth into the world and thrive and prosper, when 10 months after I sat in a graduation ceremony like this one, I found myself alone in a jail cell, beginning a not so illustrious career as a convicted felon. University education is often lauded for giving students like you transferable skills, access to non-linear career paths. But I don't think when people tell you that, going to prison is what they had in mind. In challenging myself to reflect on this, however, I can see that the mental habits, the skills, and the passion for knowledge that I developed at university, whilst perhaps not setting me on a stellar career path right away, were actually integral to my ability to cope with and survive prison. I'll tell you why. But firstly, what was I doing in prison in the first place? After graduating my PhD in political science, I stayed on in academia and took up a lecturer position at the University of Melbourne, teaching Middle East history and politics. As many of you yourselves may have experienced, us academics like to travel, we like to attend conferences or even conduct fieldwork abroad. And that's how I ended up in Iran for what I thought would be 2 weeks. I was actually invited to come by a local Iranian university. When I was preparing to depart Tehran airport after my visit, I was arrested by the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, who were a powerful militia and a kind of a semi-government actor tasked with keeping Iran's regime in power at all costs. My boring, everyday academic work in faraway Australia was twisted into evidence of espionage. The conference I attended in Iran was part of my spying, and Melbourne University, somewhat ridiculously, was described as an espionage training facility. The IRGC threw me into Evin prison, where I spent 12 months in solitary confinement. I was later put on trial and sentenced to 10 years in prison. At one point, I was transferred to another facility in the desert south of Tehran, where we lived 100 women in one cell. Needless to say, these were some of the best years of my life. I ultimately served 2 years and 3 months of my sentence before being freed in a prisoner swap negotiated by the Australian government, as we heard in the intro. How did I get through it, and how am I able to stand here before you today, relatively in one piece, at least I think so, reminding all of you that whatever you do next, maybe not attending an academic conference in a dodgy authoritarian regime, it's not the best way to celebrate graduating your degree. I was a scholar of the Middle East, and here I was, stuck in the Middle East, in less than ideal circumstances, for potentially 10 years of my life. Like many of you, during my university days, I developed a passion for knowledge. I came to see that even in the brutal and repressive environment of a foreign prison, there could be scope for learning and self-advancement. Yes, I was a mess. I was scared, I was traumatised, I'd seen and experienced some truly terrible things. But as time passed, I tried to draw on my academic training to turn prison into an opportunity. I tried to reconceive of my time there as a kind of a long, unrelenting and especially complex ethnography. Adopting the tools of some of the anthropologists I had studied, I dedicated myself to trying to understand the underlying behaviour of both my captors and my fellow prisoners. I tried to adapt myself to their cultural reference points. I learnt their language, Farsi, and I learnt how the Revolutionary Guards practiced their highly conservative form of Shia Islam. Much later on, when I was permitted to have a paper and pen, I would sometimes indulge this nerdiness by conducting small academic studies. A content analysis of the government newspaper I'tilat in the weeks following the assassination of IRGC Quds Force General Qasem Soleimani. An ethnography of prison mourning rituals during the holy month of Muharram, when female prisoners would reenact passion plays about the death of the Shia Imam Hussein and his companions at the battlefield at Karbala, using everyday objects found inside the prison and great ingenuity and creativity. I would spend day after day memorising Farsi vocab and attempting to translate the back pages of I'tilat, which featured limited foreign news. The only time I saw Australia mentioned ever was when someone threw an egg at Scott Morrison. And I actually thought that Bill Shorten had won the 2019 election, not having had any news at all for months after the fact. For me, learning was comforting. It was a safe space and a happy place. It mattered not that much of this was conducted under the harsh LED light of a prison cell. The prison I spent most of my time in, Evin, is actually known by Iranians as Evin University because of the unusually large number of educated people housed inside it. I was by no means the only inmate who saw my incarceration as an opportunity to expand my mind and feed my curiosity and passion for knowledge. You might be thinking, nice story, kind of crazy, but how does this all relate to me sitting here today, about to embark on the next stage of my life, one which, heaven forbid, won't involve going to prison, but will rather see me using my Macquarie degree to achieve and thrive and prosper? My unexpected detour into an Iranian prison cell taught me so much about life, about human behaviour, about cruelty and hope and kindness, about the value of freedom, something I, like most people, had long taken for granted. I also learned a profound appreciation for some of the core values underpinning a university education. Many of us are wondering, why is uni important at all when we keep getting told that we're going to be replaced by robots and AI in the end? And I don't think it matters what degree you've studied, whether it's arts or sciences or law or engineering. University teaches us something deeper than just knowing stuff. It teaches us how to think, how to strategize and problem solve, how to transform any situation, no matter how challenging, into an opportunity for learning and growth. This is the ultimate transferable skill. And yes, it's applicable even in prison. I hope that when you depart this graduation hall and you begin the next step on your journey, that you'll keep these lessons and values in your heart. Never stop learning, never stop thinking critically, never stop being curious, never lose the passion for knowledge which led you to Macquarie in the first place. Thank you for giving me the honour of addressing you today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kylie, for giving your time to us today and for a truly inspiring address. You are a very inspiring individual. Thank you. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Professor Leanne Piggott, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Students, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. I now call on Associate Professor Mariam Khalid, Associate Dean Curriculum and Learning at the Faculty of Arts, to present the graduates. Associate Professor Khalid.
Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. Students and staff from the Faculty of Arts develop critical, inquiring and curious minds. They work together within and across disciplinary boundaries to ask questions about socially complex problems. They identify paths of research, analyse and communicate ideas in creative formats, and reflect on the skills and knowledge they need in order to understand the world, past, present and future. Students are encouraged to use their skills and talents to connect with local and global communities. This faculty includes research and study areas in ancient history, anthropology, creative writing, education, English, geography and planning, Indigenous studies, international studies, law, media, music, communication and cultural studies, modern history, politics and international relations, philosophy, sociology, and security studies and criminology. Through transformative education, Faculty of Arts graduates are equipped to face societal challenges with a deep evaluative mind, strong reasoning, and a well-established ethical compass. They explore their creativity and passions while developing transferable skills like communication, critical thinking, and digital literacy. These skills are extremely sought after by employers. To our graduates, as you reflect on the last few years, I'm sure you'll agree that Macquarie University is home to a wonderful community of people. The relationships and networks that you have formed will continue to serve you well into your future, as professional contacts, as academic mentors, and as lifelong friendships. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Arts whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Laws Honours, Joshua Miller. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the Bachelor of Laws Honours, Class 1, Taylor McCoy. I present the graduate admitted to the Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours, Suryanti. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours Class 1, Chloe Rose Tolhurst. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours Class 1, Jana Anderson. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology with the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary, Thomas Baker. Sarah Parrish. I present the graduate, I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Psychology with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Tess Gooding. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education, Primary, Lara Campbell. Rachel Cantwell. Mashal Sharazi. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education, Secondary, Brianna Shadid. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Connor Slocum. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Secondary, Lauren Hayes. Jasmine Scrimgore. Vasilios Varikos. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Cheryl Anthony. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Security Studies, Harry Barnum. Penelope McLean. Jared Mitchell. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Joseph Su Kang Yoon. Sage Levy. Benjamin Wickens. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Environment with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Grace Waddingham. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Professional Accounting and Bachelor of Laws, Angeline Parral. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology and Bachelor of Laws, Sarah Choi. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Secondary, Hayden Gary. Shavi Sood. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Social Science with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Snepreet Kaur. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Archaeology, Kiri Hatze Pantelis. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Aidan Abadella. Yara Al-Shah. Oscar Mauricio Adela Cardenas. James Bogue. Sharon Kabasek. Julian Chan. Amelia Elburn. Gabriela Fernandez. Madeline Alico Grant. Kaylin Gerbert. Edwin Leis. Joo-Hyun Lee. Jia-Ying Lee. Charlotte Mitchell. Mona Rami Ayub. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Media, Catherine Woodward. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Education, Birth to 12, Susan Matthews. Sophie Alsop. Jessica Cherry. Gemma Haythorpe. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Secondary, Christopher Steele. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of International Studies. Isabel Chang. Carmely Greg Natalia Quemado Gonzalez. Ching Zhao Wong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws. George Bishai. Sharon Aditya Senthil. Sarah Simmons. Helena Smith. Mohammed Surveri. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Media. Gabrielle Harvey. Audrey Smead. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Media and Communications. Mitchell Garling. Oliver Carraza. Jane Lim. Giovanna Mercadante Oliveira. Elisa Mercado. Chi Hong Bilium. Maxwell Partridge. Olivia Prock. Jonathan Wakely. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Music, Sonasi Esau. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Planning, Hannah Keeler. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Security Studies, Ilaria Besari. Mark Kylo. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Social Science, Abby Boschter. Joubert van der Merwe. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Graduate Diploma of Educational Studies, Aveline Uppel. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Graduate Diploma of Policy and Applied Social Research, Felicity Rose. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Counterterrorism and Master of Intelligence, Jack Quadrio. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Cybersecurity Analysis and Master of Intelligence, Florencia Sofia. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of International Relations and Master of Public and Social Policy, Anushka Shrestha. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Juris Doctor, Saman Apahami. Amy Johnston. Ji Yun Kim. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Creative Writing, Susan Gallagher. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Criminology, Peter Nakad. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Cybersecurity Analysis, recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Rachel Jin. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Disability Studies, Gabrielle de Jong. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Intelligence, Clarissa Tosti. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Laws, Yusra Bibi Jingur. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Planning, Sarah Sadeghi. Jia Sheng Jung. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Politics and Public Policy, Carolyn Hopley. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Public and Social Policy, Kamala Safi. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Teaching, birth to 5 years, Yuxi Zhang. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Teaching, Secondary, Catherine Baker. Deputy Chancellor, a higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates are focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the Master of Research. Sara Fioretti. For a thesis entitled The Mediterranean Nodes of Exchange, Southern Italian Cultures and Their Encounter with the Mycenaeans during the Late Bronze Age, 1600 to 1050 BCE. Helena Angela Hanna, for a thesis entitled Stripping Down the Law, a rights-based approach to strip searches of children and young people in New South Wales. Kyle Hawthorne, for a thesis entitled Is Self-Defense in Flames a Matter of Perspective? Nicola Hoffman, for a thesis entitled An Investigation into the Challenges Experienced by EALD Teachers when Trying to Identify and Support EALD Students with Learning Disabilities. Lauren Howlett, for a thesis entitled Psychedelic Ego Dissolution as Extended Minimal Self. Peng Liang and guest, for a thesis entitled An Exploration of the Experience of Parents and Carers when Supervising Autistic Children in a Playground. Trinity Melder, for a thesis entitled Advancing Music Experiences Through Haptic Feedback and Artificial Intelligence, a thesis by Publications. Shabna Mohammed Jani, for a thesis entitled Reflections of the Iranian Women's Equality Movement in Western Government-Owned International Media, a framing study of BBC and VOA online during the first 2 weeks of the 2022 Iranian women's protests. Al-Shama Nahya, for a thesis entitled The Right to Permanently Exist, Palestinian Refugees in Jordan. Joanne Eng, for a thesis entitled Early Childhood Teachers' Use of Emotional Labour and Their Retention Intention. Isabel Nicholas, for a thesis entitled A Privileged Profession, Challenging Regulatory Exclusion for Legal Professionals in the Fight Against Money Laundering in Australia. Caitlin Rhodes, for a thesis entitled Complexities in Australia's Local and Federal Efforts to Address Child Sexual Exploitation Online, Understanding the Significance of Reporting. Caitlin Thorne, for a thesis entitled The How of Primary Dance Education, Approaches to Dance Pedagogy. Peter Ann Tui, for a thesis entitled Doing It Our Way, Decolonising Artificial Intelligence Through Indigenous Data Sovereignty. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Claire Cooper, for a thesis entitled Context Responsive, Intersections of Design and Improvised Music Practice. Dr. Evelyn Honeywell, for a thesis entitled How We Connect, Dilemmas, Paradoxes and Dynamics, a critical study of the Internet's impact on societies. Dr. Sun Jeong Ju, for a thesis entitled Exploring Heritage Language Learning Among Korean Migrant Families in Australia. Dr. Teguh Khairuddin, for a thesis entitled Exploring Indonesian EFL Teachers' Informal Learning with Digital Technologies. Dr. Elizabeth King, awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Postgraduate Research, for a thesis entitled Creaturely Interruptions, Forgetting and Remembering Animals in the Writing of Mary Wollstonecraft and Mary Shelley. Dr. Rhys Manley, awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Postgraduate Research, for a thesis entitled Human Development Implications of the Trade in Financial Services, a Capability Approach. Dr. Jane Milliken, for a thesis entitled Wine for the Living, the Social, Political and Economic Importance of Wine in Egyptian Society during the New Kingdom, outside its use in religion, and in its downward spread within society, determined through an examination of non-religious texts of the period that contain a reference to wine. Dr. Zan Oswale, awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Postgraduate Research for a thesis entitled Settler Colonialism and Indigenous Childhood in Australia, Occupied Palestine and Israel, Violence, Resistance and Decolonisation. Dr. Harriet Townsend, for a thesis entitled Failing Mothers, Bad Girls, Drama Queens and Attention Seekers, Femininity and Gender Norms in Responses to Young Women's Suicidality. Dr. Dewi Widyastuti, for a thesis entitled Foreign Investment Regulations in Indonesia, Making a Case for Reform in Regulating Foreign Investment in Public Companies. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Arts.
Deputy Chancellor, I call on Taylor McCoy, who graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce with a degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Taylor McCoy.
Good afternoon, Deputy Chancellor, faculty members, fellow graduates and guests. I am truly humbled to be speaking before you all today on this momentous occasion in our lives. Congratulations to all the graduates for reaching this milestone. Thank you to the wonderful staff at Macquarie University for making this ceremony possible, and for all of our family and our friends who have come to support us here today, as you have throughout our tertiary journey. I would like to thank my parents and best friend Monique, not only for being here today, but for everything you've done for me. In writing this speech, I reflected on both the highs and the challenges of my time at university. At times in the legal profession, as I'm sure is true for every other profession, I encountered people who would tell me the right way to enter the legal industry, as if there was some cookie-cutter way to study law or to be a lawyer. I struggled with this for a while because I didn't really see myself in the lawyers that you read about or the ones you see on TV. I questioned whether I would ever be good enough or find my place in the profession. It was times when I followed my passions, took a risk, and had faith in myself that I unlocked some incredible opportunities and met the people that I now consider to be my closest friends. When I arrived at Macquarie from a town on the south coast of New South Wales, I could never have imagined that I would get to advocate in the High Court of Australia before preeminent members of the judiciary, not once but twice, and take those arguments halfway around the world to Washington, DC. So, even if your path is more winding or hilly, or halfway through you decide to take a U-turn to follow your dreams, that's okay. The biggest waste of time in life is justifying your choices to others who have a life that you don't want. So you are on the right path if it is what is right for you. I stand before you today at the start of my journey with no set pathway predetermined. And I'm a little scared, but I'm excited. All I know is I want to be true to myself, I want to work hard, and hopefully I'll make a difference along the way. I could not have had the opportunities that I have had without the immense generosity of members of Macquarie Law School, across Macquarie University more broadly, and those alumni and others in the industry who have volunteered their time so generously. In particular, I would like to thank Professor Lise Barry for her ongoing commitment to Macquarie Law students, and Dr. Shireen Daft, my thesis supervisor, Jessup coach, and friend, for everything you have taught me about the law and about life. If you are able to, I encourage everyone here today to pay forward the generosity we have been shown here on campus, whether it's in your local communities or by coming back here to Macquarie Uni. My life has been forever changed by the experiences that I have had here, and you can be part of that change for the next generation of students. I wish you, my fellow graduates, the very best for your next chapter. Your mark on the world is yours, and yours alone to leave. Thank you.
Congratulations, Taylor, both on your wonderful successes while here at Macquarie and on those words, and we wish you all the best for your future. Thank you very much.
Chip
was Yvette Masters, and could you please join with me again in thanking her for that lovely performance. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Heather Mowen-Boyd. And on the Chinese transverse flute, Dr. Chai Cheng-Ying. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who settle all the nerves and make sure we all know what we're doing today. Please join me in thanking them. And finally, please join me in thanking our technical staff who not only ensure that proceedings here in the hall work smoothly, but this is also live streamed around the world because there's many family and friends of our graduates who can't make it here today. So please join me in thanking them. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University. But we hope it's certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of that bigger Macquarie family, those 234,000 graduates around the world, and they all welcome you to the fold. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, to undertake further study, or simply to visit the campus and reminisce about the good times you spent as a student at Macquarie University. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves, to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. Remember, you don't have to be Einstein to change the world. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So I urge you to always give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much sometimes to make a real difference to someone's life. A kind gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet along the way. My hope is that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you will also remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution, to thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, would all our new graduates please stand? Please put those incredibly valuable testimonies on your seats and turn and face your family and friends and give them a round of applause. You can turn around now, but don't sit down just yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing. Do pick up your testamers from the seat behind you. As the official party will soon leave the courtyard, followed by the graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional processional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, but most of all, happiness. Now, could I ask everyone to please stand? I'll now lead the official party out, and please join us for drinks. Thank you.